In the city of Tunis on May 27, 1332, a boy was born into a world of knowledge and change. His name was Abu Zayd Abdurrahman ibn Muhammad ibn Khaldun, known to history simply as Ibn Khaldun. His family came from Andalus and had a long tradition of scholars and leaders. From the start, Ibn Khaldun's life was surrounded by learning, culture, and the challenges of a changing world. Ibn Khaldun grew up in a house full of books and scholars. He learned the Quran, Arabic language, poetry, and the principles of Islamic law. His family encouraged curiosity, and he showed an early passion for understanding the world around him. Every day, he would read, ask questions, and try to understand not just the what, but the why of everything he studied. It was during these years that he began to think deeply about society, power, and human behavior. I always wondered about the causes behind human events. Ibn Khaldun would later reflect, and I sought to understand what makes civilizations rise and fall. At the age of 17, tragedy struck. The Black Death swept through Tunis, taking the lives of both his parents. Ibn Khaldun, suddenly orphaned, faced a world that was uncertain and harsh. This painful experience forced him to grow up fast. He had to navigate life on his own, finding opportunities in politics and administration. It was this early brush with loss and struggle that shaped his understanding of human society and the fragility of life. Life is a series of trials, and wisdom comes from observing both joy and suffering, he would later write. After losing his parents, Ibn Khaldun entered the political world of North Africa. He worked in various courts, serving rulers and advising officials. These years were not easy. Courts were filled with intrigue, rivalries, and sudden changes in power. Ibn Khaldun learned quickly that knowledge alone was not enough. One needed strategy, patience, and the ability to read people. Every success and failure taught him lessons about leadership, loyalty, and the rise and fall of dynasties. Ibn Khaldun's life was not smooth. Political rivalries forced him into exile multiple times. While being away from courts and cities, he found time to think deeply. Alone in quiet places, he observed the desert, the towns, and the people. He began to develop his most important ideas, how groups of people, families, and tribes hold together. He saw that societies with strong bonds could achieve great things, while those without would collapse. Civilizations grow strong with unity, and chaos begins with division, he wrote. In 1377, Ibn Khaldun decided to put all his thoughts into a single work. He called it Al-Muqaddimah, or Introduction. It was more than a history book. It was a study of society, economics, politics, and human behavior. He examined why empires rise, why they fall, and how culture, leadership, and environment shape history. He spent long hours writing, thinking, and revising. Past resembles the future more than one drop of water resembles another. He famously wrote, reminding readers that history follows patterns. Even after writing Al-Muqaddimah, Ibn Khaldun continued to serve in politics. He worked as a judge, an advisor, and sometimes as a diplomat. His knowledge of society and law made him valuable, but his honesty sometimes caused conflicts with powerful people. Each challenge, each intrigue, sharpened his understanding of human behavior. He realized that power is fleeting, but wisdom endures. I have seen rulers rise and fall like the tide, he later reflected, and I have learned to observe without being consumed. In his final years, Ibn Khaldun moved to Al-Qahira in Egypt, where he dedicated himself to teaching and scholarship. He shared his knowledge with students and wrote commentaries on law, history. Here, in a peaceful city, he could focus on his studies, refining ideas that will influence generations to come. Education is not merely the accumulation of knowledge, he would say, but the understanding of life and society. Ibn Khaldun passed away on March 17, 1406 in Al-Qahira. His life had spanned 74 years of learning, writing, thinking, and teaching. He left behind ideas that would influence historians, economists, and psychologists for centuries. His Muqaddimah remains a masterpiece, and his insights into human society continue to guide scholars today. The study of history is not merely about the past, it is a guide to the future. Ibn Khaldun wrote, leaving a timeless message. If you like the story, I know that you will like this one too.